Boom.
I'm going to allow this.
You have to.
I'm not going to leave the meeting. I could leave the meeting. I have
I
options.
mean, you could, but it would be a dick move. Like, well, our
That's the
guest
old
was
bait and switch.
Sean McKenzie this week, you guys, but the podcast is 3 seconds long.
And it's just him going, I'm gonna leave.
I'm gonna leave now. Click. Oh, thanks. We just soundbite that to everything else.
That'd be good.
Hell yeah. Hey, what is up, everybody? Welcome to the Hypothetical Comedy Podcast. I am Funky Sam Medina.
And I'm Athena Rodriguez.
And we're here with comedian Sean McKenzie. What's up, Sean?
What up, friends? How y'all doing?
Yeah. Thanks for not leaving.
Anytime.
You would have been
you
the
can
first.
always count on the bare minimum for me.
Well, I'm sure we can.
That'd
sure
be
we
a
can.
Cool comedy special name. Thanks for not leaving.
Hey, thanks for not leaving.
That is solid.
That would be actually a good comedy special. Hey, Sean, the first thing I want to talk about is Athena and I talked about this a couple days ago. Years ago, 2011, we were running a show in San Mateo, Top's Comedy Showcase at a burger spot in San Mateo. And we had booked you on a show, and then you forgot or something happened and you didn't show up to the thing, which, whatever, it happened. And we were like, where are you? And you're like, oh shit, I forgot. I'm so sorry. And so we ended up booking you on the next show. And on that show, on your bicycle and on Caltrain or whatever it was, you brought cupcakes to the show. Do you remember that?
I do indeed. And yes, I still do feel bad 12 years later missing that show.
No, don't worry. The cupcakes more than made up for it.
Oh, yeah. Made with love.
Yeah.
Guilt.
Yeah, they were made with guilt. I guess I wanted to hear your side of that. Taking the cupcakes, making them and bringing them to all the way to San Mateo.
I remember those. I'm pretty sure I made my own strawberry cream cheese frosting for
Oh, yeah, that's right. You
correct.
did. It wasn't just like a can. You made the frosting for it.
Yep. And and then here another good fun pang of guilt. Our good unfortunately dear departed friend Corey Gibson was on the second show.
Yeah.
And she had just come out of the hospital for complications related to diabetes. And I said, oh my God, Corey, it's so good to see you. I'm glad you're doing better. Do you want a cupcake? I am the dumbest person in the world.
No, you're not. You're nice.
So even in my making up for guilt cupcakes, I managed to accumulate new guilt.
That's hilarious. Oh my God. I love Corey. I miss Corey. She was so awesome.
She was the greatest. I miss her too.
She was the best. Don't feel bad though. I mean, homemade frosting, it definitely makes up for it.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, I think I can tell her story. She told me that she said this is nothing. I used to work at a restaurant as a server for years, and this was the kind of restaurant where they're bringing in new dishes, and all the servers got to come around and try the new dishes so they can tell customers about them. And every time she had to remind everyone that she was diabetic whenever they're testing the new dishes. And then she was leaving the job, and they were throwing a little farewell party, and they brought out ice cream cake.
Oh my God.
Wow.
And Corey rules so hard because she said you know what, this is great, this is an excellent opportunity for me to tell you all how I feel about you. And just tore into their asses.
Wow, I never knew that. I'm glad you told that story.
Oh my gosh.
She was the best.
She was the best. Any other Corey stories, feel free. That was great. That was great. She was recording our sets before people were really recording sets and putting them on DVDs and stuff. I remember that. Shit.
On DVDs? Good Lord.
Maybe a CD. I don't know what it was. It was on a disc. I remember she came to my work when I was working at CVS, and she brought me a couple discs that were mine and Athena's set from some show that we did with her.
Man, sometimes 12 years ago seems like a long time ago. And when you talk about putting videos on discs, that sure makes it feel like a long time ago.
It really does, yeah. I mean, she was so ahead of her time,
Yeah, she was.
Yep. Oh my gosh. I just at my high school, not my high school, the high school near where I'm living, a little while ago drove past and they had a dress like the 2000s day.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
We are not young no more, guys.
We are not.
Oh,
We are not young. All I know is that a couple years ago, the '90s fashion came back in a trend, and then I was cool again for a little while. Yeah.
You see kids wearing like Nirvana t-shirts now, and you realize that's classic rock, dog. Like,
They don't even know
that's Led Zeppelin for them.
They don't even know what it is these days.
Oh my gosh. And then I feel like my dad used to always make fun of when I tried to wear like vintage stuff from the 70s and stuff. And I didn't realize why he was making fun of me at the time, but that now my daughters are starting to do vintage 90s clothes, right?
And you make fun of them?
I make fun of them, but not because they're wearing 90s clothes, but because a lot of them are like vintage 70s clothes that people wore in the 90s.
What?
It's a little off.
That's pretty.
You know, bell bottoms like you guys used to wear in the 90s. We didn't wear bell bottoms. We wore pants that were wide the whole way up and down.
Oh
They were
my!
just
Yes.
a bit too long and would soak up rainwater.
Tree trunks.
Yeah,
They're
that actually
tree trunks.
describes my teen years early 20s to a T.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
And I used to cuff them up at the bottom.
hell yeah.
That was good times.
You're
That was
the
good.
Big old chain wallet, I'm guessing.
Yeah, in fact, I just dug this chain wallet out a few
yeah.
months ago because I went through some stuff in the garage, and I've used it once or twice.
Hell yeah, dude.
It's a corn wallet too.
No one's gonna get that wallet more than 3 or 4 feet from you.
Absolutely not.
Like,
There's
hey,
been times where
take it
like I thought I put it in my pocket and I dropped it on the floor, so I think the chain will come in handy. Then I'll just drag it with me. You know? I'll just drag it.
Just
Like,
pull it back up.
yeah, exactly. My friend back in the day had this really big wallet chain, and he would come over to our house and he would take his wallet out of his pants and just drop it on the floor. And my mom would be like, "Is that your anchor?"
That's pretty good. That's some real mom shit right there.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Sean, how's life been for you, man? We haven't talked to you in a while.
Yeah, it's all right, you know, working on the brain.
That's always good.
Found a therapist that doesn't make things worse, which is great.
Awesome.
Actually
Yeah.
makes things better. I'm very excited to be working with her.
Excellent, man. That's awesome.
Yeah. Got a lot to work on.
Nice.
Feels like have you seen you guys Simpsons fans?
Absolutely. We actually binge watching The Simpsons. We are
Nice.
on season 11, I think.
Right. So you remember when Mr. Burns goes to the doctor and they say that he actually has so many maladies that they can't affect him, like they have
Yeah.
puppets or
They're all
little
kinda, like, working
dolls
against
are
each
trying to
other.
shove through the door simultaneously.
Yeah.
Sort of feels like that with my therapist. We got a lot to work on.
Well, that's good though. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. How are you guys doing?
We're doing good. Just trying to get back out there, do some comedy and stuff, and have a good
Hell
time,
yeah.
and do this podcast, and have some of our friends on, and
Mhm.
Yeah.
have fun with it.
I'm glad to be talking with you guys on here. It's a delight.
Yeah, likewise.
Same.
And if I get distracted by the movie, that's okay. Like, oh, look at that part. That's my favorite part of the movie. It's just audio.
Yeah, I've got a Fifth Element going in my Zoom background for the listeners, and it was a vital part of the pandemic for me, was masking my room from people with movies. So this is fun to be back in quarantine vibes.
Hell yeah. I was gonna say it's just an audio podcast, so if I could be like, oh, that's such a cool scene, people would be all pissed off. Like, I can't see it. What's happening?
If we inspire just one person to rewatch Fifth Element for the first time in a long time, I think we've done good work.
I'd be like, oh man,
yeah.
3 boobs.
Or
Or is that Total Recall?
That's Total Recall. But I'm glad that because there are boobs in this.
Yeah.
But there's the opposite. There's Mila Jovovich's little itty bitty titties. Just 2 of them. But I understand why I would itch the same part of the young Sam and Dina aw titties in the movie brain.
Hell yeah. Let's watch Total Recall instead. No, I'm just kidding.
I think I might have that.
He's like, please fast forward it to that part.
Just pause it when you get there.
That's the Zoom background video does not allow for fast forwarding and pausing, I'm afraid.
Dang, man, we gotta get better Zoom quality. No, I'm just
Dude,
kidding.
I've always been amused by like what people have in their backgrounds, and sometimes they have like regular, like it's their background, but you don't know the angle that they're at. And I think one time we had a friend who we thought this whole time their back door or a door behind them was like a closet, but it was actually the exit of the room. We're like, whoa.
Yeah, no, one time he literally stood up and he went through the door and I was like, dude, did you go in the closet?
You got Narnia in there?
Right?
Yeah. What is in there, man? Yeah, Zoom is fun. Zoom is fun. All the cool backgrounds and stuff. We had this one friend who we were doing a show with, and he had this really cool bar background, and I thought it was a picture, but it was his actual bar in his house, which was super neat.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Nice. Gotta love an alcoholic.
Yeah, absolutely. I can relate.
The coolest comedy friend house I've ever been to. He doesn't live there. I do have Total Recall. It's gonna. I don't think it gets to the titties in the first hour though. So I'm gonna stick with the
That's all right. Yeah, we don't want to be on for 3 hours.
He doesn't live there anymore. He's all grown up. Has a lady and a kiddo. But Chris Storin, when he was still Peter Panning in his younger days, we went to a few of us did a show together, and he's getting dropped off at his place first. And he was like weirdly insistent that we all come into his house for a minute. And we're like, we're going home. What are you talking? Like, come on, man. It's the end of the night. We already did it. He was like super insistent. And then we go in, and at the time, I guess he'd been living with his boss who owned a dispensary, and his boss turned the entire house into an arcade.
Oh, wow.
Every room was full of classic arcade machines. Like there was a giant, like full, like whole room horse racing one. He had an icy machine. There was an entire wall of just shelves of cereals. It was just like the ultimate stoner paradise. It was the absolute greatest.
Oh, wow.
Dang, that's crazy.
That is so
Shout out Chris Doran.
Yeah, can you give me that address? I'm like, bro, I know you from somewhere. Just let's.
Yeah, I know someone that used to live here a long time ago.
Yeah, can I just come in?
Sound like a creepy person.
Yeah. I heard you got the Simpsons arcade machine and you don't need.
Oh, I love that one. I love the Simpsons. I would like to be Marge and hit people with the vacuum cleaner.
Oh yeah. The problem is it was a quarter eater. Like that one it sucked up quarters. So when you got the free play, now you're living.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right about that.
I love that you played Marge. I feel like that's a psychological insight.
I loved it. Like as soon as he said that, I was like, "Oh."
Hit people with the vacuum. No, she carried on a vacuum cleaner. I remember that. Yeah.
I feel like Marge had to be the least played of the.
I think she was
the four Simpsons characters.
Oh, cat butt. Oh, sorry.
Whoa. The things you're distracted by. Very strange.
All right. So Sean, were you were born and raised in the Bay Area? Where are you from?
Yes, for the most part. I spent some time a little south down in Hollister where I'm living now. But I'm from San Jose. Born and largely raised there. And I will absolutely fight anybody that says that San Jose is not the Bay Area.
Oh, I know it definitely
Same.
is.
It's on the water. It's on the bay. Like it's the textbook definition of the bay. Like it's right there. Also, we're bigger than any of you other motherfuckers. Just because we're more boring doesn't mean we're not a real city.
No, it's South Bay though. It really is. Yeah,
absolutely.
Definitely. I live in Tracy now, so it's not the Bay Area, but I still kind of pretend like it is.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
we still claim the Bay Area.
Yeah, absolutely. Still claim BayArea comic.
Hold us down.
When people go, "Hey, are you from Tracy?" I go, "No, I'm from San Jose."
Oh my goodness!
Don't say Tracy.
You are is Tracy is outrageously hot these days? Are you?
Yeah, dude. It's been like 104 and 108 all week.
Barbaric. Ain't no way to live.
And then we have to put the AC on to survive, and then it's like $600 PG&E bill.
Yeah,
it's just a circle of life, I guess.
We're gonna stay cool, but not eat.
Yeah.
You gotta like make a tiny room out of cardboard around your AC unit. Like
No, it's not even a unit. It's central AC. It's the whole house.
Oh, damn. That's
It's one of
actually
them.
better than a unit, but less less hoboable.
Yeah, exactly. It's better than a unit, but it's more expensive. But that's
Yeah.
like the standard around here because of the heat.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no, it gets like, I think the hottest has been here is like 118.
Yeah. And it's so bad for comedy, man.
Yeah.
I did shows this week, one in Sacramento and the rest in San Francisco. And I love Sacramento, but the audience was just like clearly so tired because they there's AC now, but they've been in like 110-degree heat all goddamn day. They're all like hands on chins, just like getting through it. Like...
I did a show in Sacramento last weekend, and basically the same thing. Everybody was just tired. That was hot in the place. They tried, they had like an AC unit. They tried to make it cooler, but it was pretty hard to do.
It's brutal.
I
tell a story on stage, and I can do it here. It's a podcast, goddammit. It counts. I did a show in Sacramento where the AC wasn't working, and it was so bad. People's makeup were getting blurry and shit. Like people were sweating.
Oh wow!
And like the show was not going good. But I foolishly was like, I'm gonna turn it around. I got this, like, and it was so bad, man. It was so bad. Like nobody laughed at the first joke, and I was like, that wasn't good. And then the second joke, like it was somehow an even quieter response, like quieter than silence. But then I tried. There was like one dude that like was having a good time, sitting right in the front. And he was wearing overalls with no shirt underneath.
Wow.
Just like an awesome fucking hick. And I said, hey man, what's your name? And he said, they call me Wiener. And nobody laughed at that. They call me Wiener got nothing.
Somebody got to laugh, I guess, huh?
They did
not laugh at that?
Nobody laughed at they call me Wiener.
Wow.
It got silence. Right? Like they call me Wiener as a crowd work gift from the gods. Like...
I would have laughed so fucking hard.
I would have too. I laughed right now when you said it.
It was incredible. And so then I was like, all right, well, and then I went into like my best joke at the time. Like maybe this'll work, and it got nothing again. And then Wiener said, too many big words, man. It's so brutal. It's so brutal.
Wow, it sounds like a fun show.
It's so bad.
I do want to tell you before, kind of off topic again. I've always thought that you were funny, Sean, but then I saw you for the first time in a few years at Woodham's, and I think this was 2019. And at that time, you were like 1,000 times funnier. Like you were like so incredibly funny. Like your set was just like amazing. Like I was just like in awe of how funny your set was that night.
Oh shit! Thank you so much, man.
Hell yeah!
I appreciate that.
Came home telling her about it. Like Sean McKenzie, oh my god! Good times. Good times.
It's the most fun thing in the world.
Hey, so speaking of stand-up and being funny and stuff, how did you discover stand-up and kind of fall in love with it?
I always liked stand-up as a fan. Like one of my when I was a youth, my mom knew that I was a fan and got me tickets. Check out this tour. It was a Comedy Central tour back in the day. It was at the Warfield. They actually got a poster up at the Sacramento Punchline from this tour. It was Lewis Black, Mitch Hedberg, and Dave Attell on one fucking bill. It was crazy.
What year is this? Like high school?
God, I was 19, so let's not do the math.
That's fine. I have an idea of what year that was.
It was this millennium, but just barely. And man, like Lewis Black actually had a tough time. It was a bummer because like they'd been like touring the Midwest. He does political humor, and so he's just getting like heckled by rednecks the whole tour. And so he's like, oh, and then San Francisco, thank God I can just relax and tell some jokes. And then he got heckled by rednecks in San Francisco. And it was at the Warfield, so they didn't have like comedy security, so they just went, like they didn't kick him out. But Mitch Hedberg and David Tell were like, my face hurt. They were so good.
Wow.
But so I'd always been a fan, but I didn't know that there just were stand-ups. I didn't know you could like become a stand-up. And then I was hanging out with some friends, having some drinks at the Britannia Arms in downtown San Jose.
Okay.
And an open mic just started, and our brains were like, they exploded. This was like, you could just do this. Like, we were so hyped.
Wow.
And me and my buddy Kenny were talking all night, and my other friend was like, I would love it if we could talk about anything else. It has been 3 hours. You guys have been plans for what you're gonna do when you start doing stand-up.
Did Kenny ever do stand-up?
He did, and he's a hilarious dude, but he's a conversation and writing hilarious dude. Stand-up did not work for him. He might. I mean, if he's one of those guys where if he kept with it, he would have gotten super funny because he is very funny. But it was also tough because we went with a third friend and my buddy Andrew Schwartz. Check out his books, very talented writer. But it was we did the classic setup of the comedy trap where you have a really good first set and then you bomb after that. So it's like, gets its hooks in you and then beats you down as stand-up should do. But so the first night, like Andrew and I had good sets and then Kenny didn't. And I think that's a hard thing to recover from. You know what I mean? But
yeah,
but what he didn't see was us then go on to suck terribly. He absolutely would have gotten there. Kenny's hilarious.
So how did you go from talking about it at the bar to actually being on stage?
I had no luck getting on at the Britannia Arms. Atu was a terrible communicator over Facebook message. I nurse my grudges, even though I love Atu. I nurse grudges against friends as well as enemies. But I ended up going up to the Brainwash up in San Francisco, nice. Which is a classic first place. Everybody loves saying like, I did my first time at a laundromat, which makes it sound like they were talking to like disinterested people doing their laundry.
Yeah, right.
But it was actually a great room. It was a cafe attached to a laundromat, a lot of the times it was awesome. Like it was, and my first time was absolutely great. Like, drove up with buddies. And like, I didn't realize I had been kind of working on these jokes in the background of my brain for a long time. So I went up and did great, although they were hacky jokes, pretty hacky stuff. I stopped doing them pretty quickly. And then Tony Sparks, who now we're buds, but he could, especially at the time, definitely be a bitter old man comic. And so my very first time, and he knew it was my first time, I got laughs, which I was not expecting. And then I get off stage and he goes, real nice, real formulaic. You got to teach me how to do that. I could have a career. And so I was so butthurt. And then the next times I didn't drive. I'm one of the few weirdos in San Jose that wasn't driving. So going back up to the Brainwash, I had to take Caltrain. And so now I'm going up at the very end of the night when all the great audience is gone. And I'm trying to be like, I'm going to show not Atu. I'm going to show Tony. I'm going to do my darkest, edgiest stuff. And so now I'm like bombing at the end of the night, trying to do edgy fucking Doug Stanhope shit, which was way beyond my abilities. So it was great. Yeah, had a good first set and then bombed for a year or two.
Nice.
That feels about right. That's how I feel. I got into comedy. My first set was good, and then every set after, I'm like, what happened? I don't know what changed. What did I do different?
I feel like it took me a long time to not bomb. Even my first time I bombed. But, it happens. I'm still trying not to these days, too.
It took me a lot. Oh, they'll still come up and get you.
Yeah.
But And it took me a long time to get over the dark edginess, which, as you guys know, is just wildly not my on-stage character. Uh, but I did the first time I was doing just 5-minute open mic sets, and I was starting to feel good about some of my jokes. And then a friend booked me to do 15 minutes up in the city, and I had never done more than 5 minutes. And so I just put 15 minutes together of all this edgy darkness.
Oh no.
It was so bleak. Matt Gubser, glorious vegan Jesus, Matt Gubser, vegan shredded Jesus, I should point out. Vegan people can be 6 foot a lot and ripped. Was on the show with me, and he said for 15 minutes you did not let a single ray of light into the room. It was dark.
Well, at least you filled your time, because sometimes as a newer comic, sometimes
I
it's hard to fill
appreciate
your
that.
time.
Honestly, that is one of my skills. I can absolutely stand there and take a bombing.
I can't, man. If I'm bombing super hard, I'm like, I'm done. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh God, that Sacramento show with Wiener.
Wiener, our friend.
I knew where the sound booth, where the person that was going to be give me the light from was, and so I was just looking at her, desperate for the fucking light. And when it's not going well, time slows down, but but still, I'm like, I feel like it has to have been time. And it turns out the light wasn't coming from the side from the sound booth. I didn't know it was coming from straight ahead. So I didn't see the light until she started giving me the get the hell off the stage flashing light. And I went up to the club owner and I apologized. Like, I'm so sorry. I never run the light normally. I'm so sorry for running the light. And she said, yeah, I would have thought you would have wanted to get off stage. It's so brutal. But I'm gonna go till the light tells me to get off, man.
Hell yeah, dude. That's awesome. That's super awesome. So, dude, I've never been to the Brainwash. I just saw a picture of it, and I didn't even know it was a laundromat until like a few months ago.
Oh dang!
Yeah, that's crazy. And the name Wash is in there. I should have known this whole time.
Yeah.
I've never been. Have you been?
I haven't, but I've always wanted to.
Yeah, I know about it because people would say, "Oh, we go to Amnesia, then we go to Brainwash, and this and that." Yeah, good times.
all of the places that no longer exist in San
yeah. When I first started doing comedy, those were like the places in SF, because they were like the same night, right next to each other or something.
And Purple Onion.
I did Purple Onion one time. That was a cool place. The first time I met Tony Sparks actually was at Purple Onion, and it was like 2011. And he said that I had a good look, that somebody's gonna come up to me one day for my look. And I was like, I'm still waiting, Tony, but okay.
Tell show business, Tony.
Yeah, I appreciate it though. He's super awesome. Yeah. So you started off in San Francisco, and then what was it like?
I mean, I was in San Jose. It just took me a minute. I had to get over my butt hurtedness at Atu for just doing nothing. But just the slightest thing, I was able to hold on to. And I want to be clear, I wasn't like mad at him. I just get so insecure. So I was certain that I guess I'm just not wanted around here. So I was mostly doing open mics in San Jose. And then San Francisco is just so brutal because there's, you couldn't go up every night in San Jose at the time. So I would go up to San Francisco, but I was taking Caltrain. So it takes forever to get up there. And then I get at the end of the list. So I'm waiting forever, and then taking the even slower train home, which takes every stop on the way back. So it'd be like waiting and traveling would be like 7 hours to do like 5 minutes and eat a dick.
Dude, when we were doing
dues paying business,
when we were doing Tops, the show in San Mateo, we were also taking Caltrain there, and the show's getting out pretty late, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night. And then sometimes I think we get a ride back to Caltrain or whatever. And then we would get off Caltrain, and we'd be waiting for the 22 across the street from the arena, like on Santa Clara Street, at like 2:30 in the morning.
Hell yeah.
And we're just like,
for the people that don't know, the 22 is a classic San Jose VTA bus.
Oh yeah.
It's the longest 24-hour route. It's a motel for a lot of folks. People do take the late night naps there. Some people are just drunk and crazy as shit on there. The 22 is a classic VTA route.
Yeah, it's never a dull moment on that bus. Even during the day, it's never a dull moment on that bus. We were just at the bus stop hoping that nobody killed us, and
Yeah, basically.
here we are.
Oh God! And you were so professional. You brought like a whole backdrop too, so you're like carrying around.
No, actually, the restaurant owner provided that, and that stayed at the restaurant.
Nice. Yeah, they were such sweetie owners. Now that I remember.
Yeah, there was some good and some bad. I feel like they didn't promote it very well. So that kind of contributed to the show kind of fizzling out a little bit. And then within a few months of the show, he sold the restaurant. And so that's kind of what ended.
Yeah, that's what you get.
Right? I wanted to be like, well, can I have the banner? We could do top somewhere else. So I'm glad that didn't become our brand, though. Definitely glad.
Yes. Be brand named after somebody's burger joint.
Somebody's former restaurant. Hell yeah. So you did move to New York before the pandemic, right?
How
was that for you?
Turns out that you gotta treat depression at some point. You can't just not treat your depression. And so I had been doing pretty rough on the mental health front before I moved out there. And then I got there and people were like, hey, just a heads up, comedians tend to get pretty depressed their first year when they move out here.
Oh, wow.
I was like, oh no, I'm already there. So it did the old spiral down to the ground.
So why do comedians get depressed when they go out there? Is it just because of the grind?
I don't know. I'm sure it's a lot of things. Like, you got kind of your little support network. You got all your buddies, you know what I mean? Back where you're from, you're starting all over. Like you're probably, I don't know. I really don't know. Cause the city rules. It's awesome. Like that's the thing. Like I was made fun of people before I got there, and they'd be like, "Oh, the energy in New York. You can just feel the energy." And I was like, "Shut you fucking nerds!" But then I got there, and I'm like, "This energy is incredible out here. This feels amazing." But it could be bleak, and I just did the dumbest. Like, I think I was just self-sabotaging. Like, I had built up some momentum in the Bay Area that I could have taken out there. I could have gotten booked on some shows, and then if I had done well, gotten booked on more shows, and then, kind of hit the ground running. And instead, I managed to convince myself that the best thing to do would be to put all my material on the shelf, not get booked on shows, just hit open mics and start from the bottom up there all over again. I did it in the Bay. I could do it there. It made no sense at all.
No, it doesn't, especially because those people don't know your material.
Yeah, like you're already starting from the relative bottom up there. Like you're next to fucking David Tell. Like you don't need to do open mics to start at the bottom. Like it has made no sense. And so then people saw me for their first time, like at open mics doing brand new material with my confidence all shook. I was just like concave, just like shoulders forward, chest in. Like, you guys ever get depressed?
I am right now, you guys. It's like you went into like a gunfight and you're like, I'm gonna leave my ammo at home.
Yeah, I'll prove that I'm a really good gunfighter by just throwing bullets by hand. That way, if I can throw bullets by hand, I bring a gun back in, I'll be really good. That makes sense.
Yeah, definitely. That's crazy. How long were you in New York?
Maybe 2 years, maybe like that.
Did you move in 2019? 18?
It is wild. I don't think that I could prove that I lived my life. Like, I have no idea when anything happened.
Maybe you're trying to block it out.
Well, yeah. I guess what I'm getting at is, were you there when the pandemic hit, or were you?
Oh yeah, definitely.
What was that like?
It was very upsetting.
Yeah, I bet it was. Like, and then you're already depressed as it was.
Yeah, I mean, just you hear ambulances. Oh my! How do you say this word? Ambulances. I've lost the plot. you'd hear sirens
Oh,
going
okay.
all day and night. I just stressing about my elderly neighbors and stuff,
Oh.
and just like seeing like that they're digging mass graves on Rikers Island and shit. Like it was
Wow, I didn't know
terrifying,
that.
man. Like, and seeing, people in the rest of the country just like pretending like, like this is all the Jews making this up, man. This isn't real. And then it's like, it feels pretty real out here, dude. I tell you what. It was so bizarre. And then just that disconnect before people knew what it was, when everyone was just like washing their hands for a hella long time and
Singing happy birthday.
yeah. That
is so like creepy.
This,
Like,
the
just sing
saddest,
happy
most
birthday.
stressed out happy birthday.
All crying and choking back tears and shit.
Motherfuckers like using hand sanitizer on all their groceries and shit, rubbing
Yeah,
down
Oh,
bananas.
washing the bags off.
Yeah,
Remember that?
Yeah, no, I remember that. Like, even scared to just go to the grocery store. Yeah, man, that was crazy. Were you doing any comedy at all? Like, did you transition to Zoom and stuff?
I did do some Zoom shows. I did do some Zoom shows.
What was that like for you?
Just absolutely brutal. Just the worst. Really, really made you appreciate all the hell gigs you had done before Zoom comedy, man. Like 2-person crowds, like get nervous about how much eye contact to make with each of the 2 people in the crowd. I was pining for those days.
Yeah, no.
And then even like every once in a while, they do a good show. Like I remember Ron Vi with like I think Ron Vi and Drew Harmon would do this show with Punchline branding. So they were able to like get quite a few people, and then they would bully them into just setting everyone's mics at 33%. So
I
that,
remember
you could
people were
actually
doing that.
hear some laughs and stuff, and it kind of felt like a little bit of a crowd. Like you'd kind of get that old like, hey, all right, a little bit of like the old stand-up good feeling. And then the show would end and you would close the Zoom and you'd be in your room alone.
I was thinking, because you can set your mic level, but I was thinking like they should do a thing where only the spotlight person has a higher mic, and then everybody else kind of has a lower mic.
Yeah, that's basically what they did on the show, so it would sound like a real crowd. And
if people cooperated that way.
Yeah. Well, they were real good. Drew Harmon was on the case with the quick eject from the room. He was very good at that.
Oh, you're too loud. Get out.
I'm such an insecure person, and I've always struggled with second person as like a speech. Like whenever somebody tells me a hypothetical, like a story, and they're saying you. So just right now, I said I'm too loud. Like, what do you? Like my mic settings have been the same the whole time. Oh, you're too. The audience is too loud.
Yeah, you're too loud. Get the fuck out of the Zoom.
Like, it's the end of the podcast. I gotta go. I can turn the volume down.
I'm sorry, Sean. I did not mean to trigger you.
My bad.
So while you're in New York, I guess before the pandemic, like what are some of your highlights from that time?
Oh, they're all low lights.
They're very dim.
Yeah, even some of them are like highlights. Like I knew a guy that started working at one of the clubs out there, so I kind of got my foot in the door, and so I started waiting around there, and then just the awesomest like New York reason to get up, like you just wait around and you hope somebody doesn't make it. That's how you get in at the clubs the first time. And so Roy Wood Jr. was late, so I got to go up, which was like, that feels cool as hell that I'm taking Roy Wood Jr.'s spot. And then I go up and I had a great set, and one of the managers was there, and he like shook my hand and was like, hey, please keep coming back. We'd love to have you some more. And then another one of the managers who's friends with that man was like got embroiled in this online controversy, being like an alt-right douchebag. And like all these other comics were like, we got to stop going to this club. And it's like, I finally got my foot in the door, and these dudes are like, and then the guy that like was one of the hosts, he's got this awful fucking podcast, and he's like he's a host of what's basically like the Sunday night punchline there, which is like where you go to try to get your foot in the door and start working the club. And so he's there every whatever the day of the week is where you're trying to get your foot in the door. And he's on this awful podcast where I'm not even going to say her name because we don't want to start this fucking controversy all over again. But a very talented, successful comic friend of mine, she goes on their podcast and because she just said yes to everything and finds out that it's like some like super edgy shock jock, you fucking gay retards, except for the saying the F slur and stuff.
Wow.
And she just kind of goes like, oh, I'm sorry, this isn't for me. My bad. And then just politely excuses herself and leaves. And the show became obsessed with her. Like it became a running joke to rape her with a railroad spike. And a fan of theirs literally sent a railroad spike into the show. Like she's getting all these horrible threats and stuff. And it's like, oh, cool. This is the club that I have an in at. Like,
oh man.
Shit.
It was just awful.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Wow.
Here, I got another low light that's less awful and depressing, but is a more amusing low light. I managed to get on a show where the booker for comedy on Colbert is producing this show. So it's like, this is a real fucking opportunity for me here. But I'd been real kind of buggy and weird and anxious. And so I go and sit down, start talking to her. And she's nervous because this is her first time producing a live show in a long time. And she's worried no one's going to show up. And now looking back, I'm like, oh, everybody feels that way their first show. But people show up at the last minute. It's going to be great. And even if there's not a ton of people, it's going to be a good show and it's going to build. It's going to be no problem. That's what I know to say now. But at the time, I just went, yeah, producing shows is hard. And then fell silent. We both started looking at our phones.
That's so crazy that you had such a hard time in New York. Because I remember that time at Woodham's, it was 2019, and I was like, man, Sean went to New York as like a good comic, but he came back as like a headliner, you know. And I thought that you were out there just living it up and just like destroying everybody's asses.
Thank you. No, but it's actually, I kind of made sort of some strides actually just shortly before I left. Like I was just really hitting my stride and it's also like that night I was probably feeling just good being back in the Bay Area.
Yeah.
And there's just
the comfort level.
1-to-1 relationship between confidence and doing well. like if I feel good, I'm going to get some laughs. And if not, I'm going to blurt out, producing shows is hard, and fall silent.
This is a weird thing, but do you think your insecurity and depression helps you with comedy?
I think I can't remember whether this is an original thought. I heard somebody else say it, but I agree either with them or myself. I think that a lot of people feel like you have to be fucked up to be creatively fruitful. Yeah. And I don't think that's true, but I do think it helps a lot to have been fucked up.
To have experienced it.
If you've experienced some mental craziness, it can be helpful, but there are people that feel like they got to hold on to their crazy, and that is simply not the case. Let it go. Let it go. It's not helping.
More will come. More
yeah.
crazy will come. Make room for the new crazy.
I do that a lot of your material is kind of about the crazy and depression and stuff like that.
Yeah. The anxiety, the ADDs.
Yeah, it's really good, you know, like your old school joke about the squid.
Oh my god, that one's my favorite.
Thank you.
That one is my favorite. I love it.
I haven't done that one in a long time. That is a fun one. That was actually the one that Wiener said too many big words at.
There's like no big words in that joke.
There's, I say, let me see if I can do the joke for your audience. See if I can remember it. I say that when I become nervous enough, I become gassy. Which, like, what the hell? Like, from an evolutionary perspective, those are the big words there. From an evolutionary perspective, why would gassiness be my fight or flight response? Is that like a squid releasing ink to escape a predator? Like some meathead dude goes, "Hey, nerd," and I just go, and I run away.
Yeah, there you go.
It's just a fun one. I really enjoyed working on that joke because I'm just at like open mics taking myself really seriously. Like, all right, I tried that fart noise. Now let's try like a longer, wetter fart noise and see if that's a better punchline.
And I love that the fart noise is like the punchline. Like, can you write your punchline on this piece of paper? How do I spell this?
PBPHHH.
Yeah, like we watched Kill Tony, you know, like the depression and the messed up part. And like if somebody is not funny, Tony will immediately go, "Hey, are your parents still together? I thought so." You know? And he's Tony Hinchcliffe is very convinced that like if your parents are still married, then you're not funny.
I made it just under the gun. My parents divorced, but when I was like 20. So
Oh, there you go.
so I made it in a technicality, you know, like it didn't fuck me up about my childhood, but it counts, damn it.
It's like comedian bingo. You know, you gotta
Oh, it is like
get all the
bingo.
Squares for blackout. You know.
So what was your journey home for you back to California? What was that like?
It was good. Like I just like said, I gotta just fix the brain, man. I just gotta put in some work on the old noggin, and moved back out to Hollister, California, which is not country like my fake accent just was there, but really desperately wants to believe. There's a lot of kids with giant belt buckles and cowboy boots out here, and just got some friends and some family out here, and just doing my little Wednesday night trivia with my dad and some buddies, and just trying to treat my brain good. And I'm getting back out there doing more stand up. Just had a really fun week doing stand up, and it's medicine. It's the best.
Absolutely. Is there much comedy in Hollister?
Very little. Very little. And I my first bar show coming back from quarantine was here in Hollister, and I had just done a weekend at Sacramento Punchline, and it went awesome. So I was feeling way overconfident, and went up after a comic who doesn't always do the best, which is me being both nice and mean at the same time. And they were doing new material, and really just shouting a lot of vulgarities. And I love vulgarity, but you know, not when the vulgarity itself is the punchline. So it totally lost the crowd. But I was an idiot and forgot how bar shows worked, which is crazy because I started in San Jose. Like, bar shows are my home. I know that shit, and forgot that you got to like reset the room, and just went up and just casually like did mine. These jokes are so good. This just gonna pull people in, and just casually started telling these jokes, and everybody was talking before I got up and kept talking. And I'm up there just like I started panicking, and they could feel the fear. It's like it just got worse and worse. And then I since quit smoking weed, but at the time I'm still smoking weed. And so after my set, I walked outside, smoked a J, and then came back in and was talking to one of the other comedians on the show. And I realized that, like, normally when you have a bomb, you just leave town. Who gives a shit? Like, you know, or you live in a big city. It's like, I'm not going to see these people again. Except for I'm in a little ass town. I'm going to see every single one of these people again at the grocery store, at the post office. I just panicked and ran the hell out of there. So I have since had a decent set in Hollister, so I avenged my demons a little bit.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, there's little to no comedy here in Tracy as well, but we have Stockton, which is about 20 minutes away, and
Nice.
all the major markets are about an hour away: San Jose, Oakland, San Francisco, Sacramento.
Nice. Yeah. Oh, beautiful. Yeah. I'm a little further than that, but I've got the real bad ADD, so I didn't drive until just like a year or two ago. So I'm not sick of it yet. So I listen to my podcasts, my audiobooks, and I drive up to the city or Santa Cruz or whatever. I'm loving it.
That's cool, man. Hell yeah. I'm glad that you're moving up in the world.
Moving back to somewhere near where I was in the world.
I mean, you know, you're more comfortable here, and you know, you feel like you're more like, what's the word I'm looking for? I feel like you're more like just accomplishing more here just because of the comfortability you have.
Yeah, the variables changed.
Yeah.
And also, I'm not trying to make it no more. I'm just doing it for fun. I'm just trying to just doing it. Which, of course, now that I'm just doing it for fun, I'm doing better, having better sets than I ever did, and would be more likely to make it. But it's just the lifestyle. I need a day job. I always thought I needed to leave organization behind, but it turns out I desperately need structure in my life. So I'm always gonna have a day job, and I'm all right with that. And it's great now too because I'm not trying to make it. Like when I have friends that like succeed and like get big things, I get to be 100% happy for them now instead of 90% happy, 10%. Well, I wanted that thing. Like
That's good.
That is good. And not trying to make it is like when somebody's like, "Oh, I didn't look for a girlfriend, and then I met somebody." Like that's kind of what happens when you're not looking for it. It kind of finds you. So I hope you make it, but you definitely deserve it though, because you're a hard worker and you're very funny.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, man. Thank you.
Yeah. So what's life like now for you? Just traveling, just to comedy shows and stuff, and
doing fucking DoorDash, going to therapy. Loving DoorDash. Oh my God. It's super brutal for like, if you're trying to support a family off that shit, I can't imagine how rough it must be because it's not consistent and stuff. But for me and my brain where I'm at, not having a boss, oh baby, it is. I am gonna struggle if I ever have to go back to having a boss. Like, who the fuck are you telling me what to do, bro? Oh, the person that decides whether or not I get healthcare. Okay, all right, but it's still it's. And then I used to work in restaurants for most of my adult life, and so I always stressed with Door Dashers because it's like I know the longer I'm keeping them waiting to get the food, the less money an hour they're making, which is like all my anxiety triggers. Like making, like I'm not scared of serial killers or spiders or none of that shit. I'm scared of making people wait and fucking with people's money. Those things stress me out like nobody's business. So, but being on the other side of DoorDash, making somebody wait an extra 2 minutes for their food, they're gonna get their food. It's all right. I'm not tripping. Like, it's fine. So I'm just driving around, listening to my audiobooks, learning my histories, and then doing stand-up and going to trivia nights with my dad and some buds. It's like life's pretty good.
Hell yeah, man. That's awesome. That's really awesome. What are some things that you would like to accomplish maybe in the next couple of years in comedy?
I would like just to have more write more material I'm happy with. I just love when getting new jokes that work. Ooh, it's the best feeling. Like
it is
finding a new tag for an old joke. Yeah, like just and then you say up on stage and you just doing a joke and then you just riff it a little bit and you find the angle. Like there's a joke that you always knew had potential and it gets there. Like I'm just chasing that dragon. Like I just want that feeling as much as possible.
Fuck yeah.
That's incredible.
Great.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh man. I think the last time we saw you in person was we were at Branham Lounge. So I hope we like get to see you a little bit more often. I know that you said you're not like, like going super hard into comedy again, but I do hope we get to see you a little bit more.
I got to go to San Jose more often. I don't know.
So do we.
Weirdly avoidant. I got to go to the Caravan. I fucking love the Caravan.
I like the Caravan too.
The shit out of you.
I like the Caravan too. My only problem with it is like it's on super late, and I work in the mornings.
Yeah.
And then for some reason, Atu likes to put me up like at 1 a.m.
Fucking Atu, you listen to Atu.
I don't know.
I'll grouse about Atu. You know what this motherfucker did to me? All right, so he runs a open mic. It's a raffle at the San Jose Improv.
Yes, I was there. I did that once. Yes,
you put your name in to get picked.
Yep.
And so I had thought of a new bit, and I was like, I got to hit some open mics to work out this new bit. and it was a Wednesday, so there's a bunch of mics in San Jose, so I was going to go up there. And I hit him up asking about the Caravan, I think. And he said, oh, you should also come by the Improv and do this mic. And I was like, oh, I'll definitely come by another time. But I really got to get on stage tonight. Like, I got to try this. I can't maybe get on stage. I can't do a raffle for stage time. And he messaged me. I don't remember the phrasing exactly, but it was basically like, no, you should really come. You never know what's going to happen with the raffle. You know what I mean? Like, very heavy on the wink, wink, like, and I was like, and I responded like, oh, I hear what you're saying. All right. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'll come through. And then I went through and I didn't get up. You scandalous. You tricked me, man. You tricked me.
He still got it.
But you still got that 2-drink minimum.
I love you, Audrey. You make me mad. But I love the Caravan, man.
I do too.
It was really fun
for those
to see other people.
For the list,
comics.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, I was just saying it was fun to see all the other comics when we went there
to the Improv.
Yeah, it is a good hang.
Yeah,
absolutely, awesome. Thank you so much for joining us, Sean. It's been a lot of fun.
It was so lovely talking to you guys and catching up.
Yeah, it's been great. You want to plug some social media before we get out of here?
Absolutely not. This is the best part of doing stand-up just for fun is fuck my social media. Don't follow me nowheres.
Don't follow Sean McKenzie. I'm going to spell his name wrong on the podcast.
Yes.
Perfect. That way they'll have even more trouble following me.
You can follow me at Funky Sam Medina across the board.
And I'm at She Shines For You, all spelled out, no numbers.
And everything else at Hypothetical Comedy. Hell yeah, Sean. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, guys. This was a delight.